Young Hibachi cooked another one.
What's good, people? Welcome back to the channel where you learn how to keep it locked, keep it healthy. Now, there are a lot of reasons why people cut their locks. Not all are bad. Sometimes it can be helped. You know, 99% of the time, if you was in an accident, had some health complications go on, in a fight, you feel me? Sometimes it can't be helped. You're gonna have to just go bald, you know what I'm saying? But other than that, there are other reasons. Like, first we got, not saying that's the top one. Like, I'm gonna start off with stress. Stress, everybody knows that stress is a factor. A lot of times what we don't realize is what the factor is in our lives that is causing said stress until it's too late, most of the time. But if you can figure that out, if something is causing you stress or making you irritated a lot of the times, try to stay away from it, you know what I'm saying? Try not to find yourself worried about a lot of things that you don't have control of, you feel me? You know, basically stay the course, do what you can with what you got, and everything will be all right. Try not to worry as much, is basically the key goal on that one. If that thing's stressing you out beyond control, you feel like, sometimes you might need to go talk to somebody or find a therapist, you feel me? A licensed professional on that note. You know what I'm talking about? Get some help. Everybody, hey, sometimes niggas need help, you feel me? Hey, look.
If you stop it, get some help.
If you don't know, you don't know until you learn and find out. And then knowledge is power, right? Go ahead and get you some, you feel? Now the second one I'm gonna bring up, something I'm approaching, I feel like, which is length. Now I feel like this one, it could be cutting or trimming because of said length. You know what I'm saying? When the locks get long, I'd say from the smaller the back on down further, that's when they start to get in the way, you know what I'm saying? Start to get annoying, start to get caught in stuff. Cause like I said, they at the waist right now. They locks at the waist. They get, if I move too fast, my locks get caught in the door. I've seat belted my lock before, put my seatbelt on, boom, my lock is in there too. There's a lot of things that could annoy a person if you're not willing to adjust to having said long hair, you know what I'm saying? As well as them getting caught on stuff, you can sit on them, and sitting on them, if you have weak areas towards the end or in the middle, your locks could break off. I've had that happen to, I think, a few of my locks, but it was more towards the end. I think probably so that one that broke off in the middle, that probably happened to that one too, not gonna lie. But also they get heavy. They do get, the longer they get, they carry weight, you know what I'm saying? Depending on how thick your locks are. And it can be tiring. As far as the maintenance, I do my own locks, right? Most of the time, like sometimes I try to go somebody else to get them done because I be tired of doing it. I do, washing them. It's a process, but it's all a process. It turns into more of a process the longer they get, because it's a lot of lock, you feel me? If you know, you know. The third one we're gonna get into is looks. Now, this perspective of things is, if said person with locks is worried about having a certain look, having a certain style, portraying a certain style or lifestyle, you know what I'm saying? Maybe locks are a phase for them, that type of thing, you know what I'm saying? They wanna have a certain look. That's why they had locks in the first place, because they wanted that look. And now they're done with that look, so they're gonna cut the locks. But there are some people that's like that, you know what I'm saying? It's like the temporary lock phase for them, where once they get done with it or tired of that phase, they go ahead and cut the locks and go to the next hairstyle. I mean, it's their hair. They can do that. It's cool. Maybe they want to redo the locks. I don't know. But that is another thing that happens. You want a different look than what you have in the current set of locks. So you cut them, you either redo locks or go with a different hairstyle or hair, you know what I'm saying, thing that you want to do. You mean maybe you want to go bald, I don't know. The fourth thing I'm gonna touch on is almost along the lines of stress, but not really. It's hair health. You know what I'm saying? The health of the scalp itself, you know, the follicles on there, you feel me? Now, if you are of the hereditary line where you may lose follicles going on into your age, then yeah, that's part of that. That's part of that. If you don't want to Jermaine Dupri your Jones, you feel me? And what's your boy name off the 85 South show? Hey, look, most of the time they just let it go instead of having a George Jefferson of locks. You feel me? But look, hey, that is another reason why people cut their locks. They started with the thinning, and then the hair starts to fall out because of the hereditary of the balding, or maybe a different underlying health issue. You know what I'm saying? Maybe a person has the alopecia, didn't even come on until later on. It happens. A lot of times those people, they just go ahead and let it go. And if they can come back, they come back strong. You feel me? All right, the fifth thing we're gonna talk about are expectations. Most of the time, well, not most of the time, a lot of time, people go into getting locks or having locks with certain expectations of how it's supposed to look or how the journey's supposed to go. You know what I'm saying? It's not as easy as you think it is a lot of times. For some people, it depends on the hair texture, for real. If you got the 4C type of hair, kinky, coily type Joan, then you will have no problem getting and having and maintaining locks. It may look a little nappy at times, but as long as your hair is clean and under control, you're good to go. Don't even worry about it. As far as everybody else, I'll say the 3 grade, 2 grade, and the 1 grade. 3 grade, we cool. I'm in the 3 grade, you feel me? I got a mixture of those textures, you know what I'm saying? I got the wavy, got a couple straight, not too many. I say 5% of my hair is straight, you know what I'm saying? And I got the wavy Jones. The new growth is wavy, you feel me? So yeah, I'm in the 3s, you know what I'm saying? In the 3s, you can't expect to have your locks look like somebody who has locks in the 4s, you know what I'm saying, with the 4 type hair, you feel me? It's not gonna work out. That's like me expecting my locks to come out and look like T-Pain locks when I know he has a different hair type texture than mine. You're gonna have locks, but it's not gonna be like somebody else who has a different hair texture than yours. So you can't have these wild expectations thinking like, okay, once I get locks, they're gonna be like this person because that's exactly what I'm going for. It doesn't really work like that. Unless you have the same hair texture as the person that you're trying to, you know, get locks like, you know what I'm saying? That's the only way it works. If that makes sense, I hope it does, because you can only use what you got. Unless you're gonna wear a wig, then you just one of the people who are in it for the phase of locks. Which is cool, you can do your own thing. I mean, I am not saying that you can't, but you know, it ain't no lock journey at that point. It's just a lock phase. The 6th thing we're gonna talk about is other people's opinions. Now, there are a lot of people that get overwhelmed by what they hear, about how people say they would even look with locks before even seeing them with locks. I've heard it before. Before I started my lock journey, you feel me? I was doing too much and I had to restart. Now, before I really got into it, there were people saying, oh, you won't look good with locks. You ain't gonna look right. I don't think you should keep the clothes cut. Oh, maybe you should just get braids. I don't even engage like that. I just, you know, brush it off like, oh yeah, cool. And look at me now. Motherfucking locks to the waist. I get compliments, you know what I'm saying? Motherfuckers say I look good. I thought I was average.
Handsome.
I was like, what? Say word. And last but not least, there are those that just want change. They just want to change it up. They want something different. Cutting the locks or trimming the locks will give them that different. They want the difference. They want to change immediately now. You know what I'm saying? And gonna do it with the hair. And that's what the fuck is going to start with, right there. You feel me? That's what happens. They won't change. Cut plain and simple. That's it. Got locks today, don't got locks tomorrow. I need to change. Need to become my new self. They step into a new era, so to speak, and they move different after doing said thing. You feel me? But those are about 7 reasons why people cut their locks, why locks are cut or trimmed. If you didn't know, you know now. Those are the most common. If you learned something, if you like the video, go ahead, you know what I'm saying, put it in the comments, you feel me? If I missed something out, if something is more relevant to you, go ahead, put it down there, you feel me? But until next time, it's your boy Mo Bay, and I'm out.